Hello everyone, Sam here. I'm here to make another video about the Guardians of the United States. Today, we have the Guardian of Utah, or aka the Guardians of Utah. That's right, as there's going to be more than one Guardian, as we're officially entering the Utah arc. Alright, so get ready for it. It's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting, but first, I have to warn you first, do not watch this video if you're under the age of 18, as this video may talk about some pretty sensitive topics that may not be suitable for kids. Let me repeat that again. Do not watch this video if you're under the age of 18, as this video may talk about some pretty sensitive topics that may not be suitable for kids, right? So I'm just telling you right now, you have been warned. So let's get into this. The Guardians of Utah. Now, who is the Guardians of Utah, or who is the main Guardian of Utah? I'm going to be telling you who he is. I'm going to be telling you about the Rain Man. As I'm going to be doing that, and ready for this? As I'm going to be transferring. And ready for this? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Now, who is this? Now, who is the Rain Man? Well, this is Paul J. Smith, or AKA the Rain Man. He's considered the main guardian of Utah, as he's a very bright and very charismatic figure. But who is this character? What's his backstory? What's his agenda? And why is he symbolized by an umbrella and a frog? Well, I'm going to be telling that and all, so let's get into this right now. Let's do this. As in right here, Paul J. Smith. As in right here, this young man is Paul J. Smith, who is the guardian of Utah, and who's the guardian of Utah, a very charismatic, strong man, who is a billionaire who runs and owns a technology company called, as in right here, sorry for the phone being blurry, WBT, or Weather Boom Technologies, which is a revolutionary technology company that can literally control the weather. Alright, that's what this company does, and with this technology, made him the billionaire he is today, as he uses this technology to help his country out, which has got him on Bright Flash magazine, as they have nicknamed him the Rain Man. And Paul Smith has even made deals with the U.S. government to help reduce and redistribute this technology. However, what people don't know is he is a mutant with a secret agenda. Okay? Now, what is that agenda? Why is he? What's his true goal and everything? Well, let's get in this and all as we're going to get into the official backstory of Paul J. Smith, or A.K.A. the Rain Man. So let's do this. You see, Paul J. Smith, as in right here, had a interesting backstory. You see, Paul was born in the year of November 17th, 1996, and was born in the city of Salt Lake City, Utah. And his mother's name is Olivia Smith, and his father's name is Jake Smith. And his younger brother's name is Thomas Smith. And his mother was a teacher, and his father worked for the government, and both his parents worked to have a income. And now back to Paul J. Smith, who had a terrible childhood, as he was born into a broken family, as he barely saw his parents, as both of them were always working, and Paul and his younger brother Thomas were under the care of their uncle named Bill. However, their uncle Bill was very abusive half the time. As in right here, abusive half the time. He would even lash out at them in a drunken rage, and sometimes even disappearing for a couple days to go have fun, where Paul and Thomas was left behind without supervision. Alright? Supervision. So Paul was the one who had to take care of his younger brother at the age of 10, and both Paul and Thomas would often get into trouble as they resorted to stealing in order to survive, and Paul Smith himself was always a bit charismatic, but a clever young man, always using his smarts to only benefit his brother, and especially himself, such as stealing from people or downright manipulating people by any shape or form. However, everything started, as in right here, sorry if the phone's going blurry, I don't know why this does this. However, everything started to change as he got older, as he developed a passionate personality for the ladies, and even started hanging out with them. But during this time, Paul's younger brother Thomas was in fact being mistreated by Paul for quite some time, even after they graduated high school in the year of May 17th, 2016. And both Paul and Thomas would go to college that same year, not realizing everything would change their lives for years to come. And college was treating the brothers quite well, although Paul was still mistreating his younger brother Thomas. And this went on for quite some time until tragedy would take place in the year of May 26, 2020. You see, on this date was the day of college graduation, and Paul's younger brother Thomas got fed up with Paul continuously mistreating him, which led, as in right here, sorry for the phone going blurry, which led to a massive fight between them. However, both of them would not realize a deadly storm would emerge and strike the college university, which did cause massive damage to the college university, and especially mass casualties, and Paul's younger brother being one of them, as he was crushed by flying debris. And Paul at this time and Paul at this time and Paul at this time started to freak out and was being filled with emotions, as tears running down his face, and as he started praying to God to please bring his brother back. And when things started to look dark, but all of a sudden, an entity known as the Follower would appear and gifted Paul his mutant power. And as in right here, and Paul J. Smith makes a promise to one day create a technological empire that would help conquer the sky and take mankind to the next step. So that is the official backstory. As in right here, Paul J. Smith. As in right here, this is the official backstory for Paul J. Smith. So let me guys know in the comment section below what you guys personally think. Do you like this backstory? Do you hate this backstory? Let me guys know in the comment section below what you guys would have done differently. I am interested in hearing your comments. I would love to know your comments and everything, your opinions and everything. Let me guys know what you personally think about this character. Do you like this character's personality? Do you like how he's like a charismatic figure? Or do you like how seems like more of a villain than a hero? Let me guys know in the comment section below what you guys personally think about this character and all, okay? Now, I'm going to be transferring again, as I'm going to be telling you more about Paul J. Smith, or aka the Rain Man, as I'm going to be transferring. Ready for this? I'm going to be transferring, and as I'm going to be transferring in, 3, 2, 1. As you can see right here, here's some more things about Paul J. Smith. As in right here, born in 1996, age 31, height 6.1, weight 168.204, race Caucasian, nickname the Rain Man, or nickname the God of Rain, or nickname the Man Who Sits Above the Clouds. As in right here, let me see, as in right there, that's his nicknames. Now, personality. This young man is a charismatic type of guy who is the guardian of Utah, and who is a billionaire who is nicknamed the Rain Man. When you first see him, he is energetic but is full of confidence in himself, as he is a talented businessman and inventor, well known for his great inventions that he uses that he has created and speaks in a smooth but charming voice, and is great at inspiring devotion in people to work and follow him and do whatever he says and does, no matter what it is. However, as in right here, sorry about the phone going blurry. However, he has his weaknesses. For example, he speaks way too highly of himself, which has led to him developing a really huge ego, which leads to his second biggest weakness, his own greedy spirit, which has blinded him into making terrible decisions, which will cost him greatly. However, he might have his weaknesses, but Don't let your guard down. He's still a manipulative but powerful man who will one day create a powerful technological empire that will conquer the sky and take mankind to the next step. So that's what this character is. Now I'm gonna be transferring again, as I'm gonna be doing that again. And ready for this? 3, 2, 1. As you can see right here, description. This is this character's description. All right, he wears a black and blaze bomber jacket, and wears black dress pants, and wears black shiny dress shoes, and wears black shiny sunglasses, and wears a golden wristwatch, and has a lit cigar in his mouth, and he has a thin waist, and he has a muscular arms, with a six pack, and he has a black goatee, and he has a bald head, and he has brown eyes, and he has a tattoo of an eye right in the middle of his chest, and also has a tattoo of a toad that has a dollar shaped eye pupil on his right arm, and he carries a technological red and blue umbrella in his left hand. Okay, that's what this character's description is. Now, this is this character's mutant power, and to me, it's one of the coolest powers you're ever gonna see. So let's do this. Ready? This is this character's mutant power. Let's get into this. His mutant power is called Rainy Day. This ability allows him to control any type of raining weather. Sorry about my phone. Any type of raining weather he wants, being able to create and multiply rain clouds he wants, and manipulate these clouds. And he has hydrokinesis, being able to control any type of liquid he wants just by using his mind, and has temperature manipulation, being able to alter the temperature within any environment, and can levitate through the air, and has a ton of endurance, and has superhuman intelligence. And his ultimate move is this: he can merge all clouds together, that can cause the most deadly flooding that mankind has ever seen in human history, being able to flood entire cities and even entire regions of land. Alright, so that is this character's mutant power. Let me guys know in the comment section below what you personally think about this ability. Do you like this ability? Do you like how he can basically use hydrokinesis, which is supposed to be a form of telekinesis that allows an individual to control any type of liquid with their mind, just by using their mind through psychic energy? Do you like how he can levitate through the air, and how he can make multiple how he can manipulate multiple raining type of weather? Do you like how he can create multiple raining clouds? Let me guys know in the comment section below what you guys would do differently about this ability, because I like hearing your opinions and everything. Now, next I'm gonna be telling you more about his company he founded, Weather Boom Technologies, and I'm gonna be doing this in 3, 2, 1. As you can see right here, WBT, or Weather Boom Technologies. Now, what is this company? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is, as in right here, founded March 24, 2021. This is WBT, or aka Weather Boom Technologies, which is a very popular but controversial tech company that was founded by a man by the name of Paul J. Smith, who founded this company for one reason and one reason only. The WBT, or aka Weather Boom Technologies, is a tech company that's whole goal is to push the boundaries of man's limits and create new technology that not only allows man to conquer Mother Nature, but also create new types of technologies that allows man to control Mother Nature. So that's what this technology does. That's what this company is all about. Now, next I'm going to be transferring again, as I'm going to be telling you about this character's net worth. I'm going to be doing that in. Ready for this? 3, 2, 1. Now, this is Paul J. Smith's net worth. Now, what is his net worth? I'm going to tell you what it is, as in right here. PJS, or aka Paul J. Smith, or the Rain Man, has a net worth up to $283.7 billion net worth. Now, Paul got this net worth by creating and inventing a brand new type of automatic machine that can alter and manipulate the nearby surrounding environment by creating any type of weather based on what the individual wants and desires in their hearts, in which this new technology has made a huge impact on mankind forever. So that is what that is this character's net worth. Let me tell you if that's like a crazy net worth to have. $283.7 billion net worth. Let me guys know in the comment section below if you think that's a huge net worth. Do you like this net worth? Would you want to have this net worth? Now next I'm gonna be telling you about this character's movement that he founded in 3, 2, 1. Now this is TR, or the Temple of the Rain Man. Now what is the Temple of the Rain Man? What is this movement? Well, I'm gonna tell you what it is, as in right here. Founded April 12th, 2026. This is the TR, or aka the Temple of the Rain Man, a very controversial but influential religious movement that was founded by the controversial figure, founded by the controversial but popular figure known as the Rain Man, or aka Paul J. Smith, who founded this movement for one reason only. The TR, or aka the Temple of the Rain Man, was founded to encourage mankind to embrace their God side in order to conquer Mother Nature. Alright, as this movement is well known for being regarded as a cult. As we all know, Paul J. Smith has created some sort of a cult-like personality around him. Now next I'm gonna be telling you about the ideology of this movement in 3, 2, 1. As you can see right here, what is Metalloism? This is the ideology of the Temple of the Rain Man movement. Now what is this ideology? Well, I'm gonna tell you what it is, as in right here. Taoism is a political but also religious philosophy that believes in the teachings of Paul J. Smith, or aka the Rain Man, in which Paul J. Smith, or the Rain Man, teaches and preaches that the most important thing in life is to ensure life-sustaining fertility in order to reach a path of eternity, in order to get connected with the sky. As in, this is an ideology that believes that if we want to conquer Mother Nature or conquer the sky, we must find a way to get connected with the sky, so-called spiritually, as this is regarded as a very kind of a twisted philosophy made by Paul J. Smith, as he's well known for being a cult figure. Now, there are 3 principles if you want to join this movement, as in right here, in 3, 2, 1. As you can see right here, the 3 principles of Metalloism. First principle right here. You must do whatever you can to embrace the spiritual in order to ensure life-sustaining fertility, to live a life of eternity and luxury. Principle number 2, admit that life is cruel and dark, and in order to live inside this dark and cruel world, you must be as dark and cruel in order to coexist within this world. Alright? Number 3, get rid of any emotions you have in order to make better and well-informed decisions that may help you attain the life that may help you attain the life that you yourself always wanted. Alright, as this is kind of a odd but very twisted philosophy. A philosophy built on mythicism and kind of a very twisted spirituality. Alright, those are the 3 movements in order to join this so-called very twisted movement. Now next I'm going to be telling you about another twisted philosophy, as I'm going to be doing that in 3, 2, 1. As you can see right here. Now, this is another philosophy that the Temple of the Rain Man promotes, that being the more is better than one philosophy. The more is better than one philosophy is a philosophy that believes and preaches that wanting and attaining more in life is the most important thing that any man or woman should strive for. Now here are 3 examples of what that means, as in right here. This may include wanting and attaining more money and wealth in order to live a life of luxury and comfort. This may also include wanting and attaining more fame and attention in order to get one's own self to become a household name as a way of keeping one's legacy alive for generations. And then third and finally, this may also finally include wanting and attaining more influence in the world in order to have more power and control over the world. So that's the more one philosophy that the Temple of the Rain Man preaches. Now next, I'm going to be telling you what this character represents in 3, 2, 1. As you can see right here, Paul J. Smith, or aka the Rain Man. Now what does this character represent? Well, he represents 3 ideas: greed, privatization, and also materialism. Now what is this character supposed to represent? What is this character supposed to be based off of? Well, he's supposed to be based off of the idea of a billionaire. The so-called rich man who has all the money and all the fame and all the glory, including all the so-called women. in the world, as he's someone who's all about being greedy. He's always trying to do whatever that's best serves his interests and not others. He's someone who's all about collecting material goods. Always believe that material goods is the number one thing he wants in life. Believing that the only thing that matters in life is through buying things. As a matter of fact, what this character is supposed to represent is supposed to be some form of social commentary about the dangers of idolization, of idolizing your idols. You know, that's why this character is in fact a villain. You know, he's someone of a very twisted form of an idol. People look up to him, but they treat him as if like he's a god instead of treating him like a human being. You know, and which is something that I'm against. I'm not for idols. I don't like idols. I think idols are evil and should rightly be called out. Matter of fact, this character right here even says this, as he says right here: if your town is suffering through drought, pray to the rain man to give you rain. As he's supposed to be someone of a twisted cult-like figure. You know, the twisted cult leader that's always manipulating people, always trying to always deceiving people into following him and worshiping him and all this other stuff. That's what this character is supposed to represent. As he represents extreme greed taken all the way to the top. Now, let me guys know, and also another reason why he's also symbolized by a frog, and why even the Temple of the Rain Man is symbolized by a toad or a frog, is because those who don't know, toads and frogs are actually considered very greedy creatures, as they always want both worlds, as they want to live on both the water, but also on land, which is what this character wants. He wants everything. He wants the sky, he wants to conquer all, not just the sky, but also Mother Nature included. Alright, he's a very greedy, someone who's always looking out for himself and no one else. And that's what this character represents. Now next, I'm going to be transferring again, as I'm going to be transferring to do my very classic deal, how I transfer. Ready for this? As I'm going to be doing this in. Ready for this? Ready? And 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, don't forget to like and share, comment, subscribe to the video. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Also, don't forget to follow my Twitter account at OddCinema899. And also, let me guys know in the comment section below what you guys personally thought about this character. Do you like this character? Do you like what he's supposed to represent? The idea of a billionaire? Do you like how he's symbolized by a frog and all that? And also, I will be talking, and as this arc is continuing, as we're officially entering the Utah arc, I will be explaining to you what the umbrella represents later on in this arc, as it will in fact come important. But now, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and share, comment, subscribe to my video, and also you guys are allowed to use this character. Guys are allowed to use this character if you want. If you want to make any type of stories with this character, you're allowed to do so, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful and very blessed day. And as I've been saying, may God bless.